We have people joining. PSO sale. A lot of people were waiting, jumping in, and then you can see the number start to go up. So, hi everyone, welcome to another Darth Tuba marathon show. This is marathon show number 7. I think we're at number 7. 8. Wait a minute. 8, 9, 10. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, number 7. It's a vintage and modern. I'm Darth Tuba. Make sure you check out my Darth Tuba Star Wars unboxing show on YouTube. Welcome to all new people. And hey, Mike, welcome back. Welcome, Star Wars Daddy. You finally made it. Yay. All right. So you guys get a little bit of a preview of what's going to be running today. However, if you have a request for a loose incomplete figure, like a character from the vintage line that you just desperately need in your collection, just ask me, and I'll see if I can get it. I don't really have any loose figures in this auction today. Okay, I have some micro figures. I think courtesy of Star Wars Daddy. I have a bunch of loose and complete. I have a couple of, or let's see, couple. I have one last 17, and I have one kind of special figure which I'll show you, and a couple of modern carded figures. Okay, but if you're in the need, if you need a certain figure, if you need a stormtrooper or something like that, just let me know. I can run you a loose one if I have it like kind of on hand. All right, let me do this, and I want to show you guys. Just I'm part of doing a marathon of shows. Oop, just lost my thing there. There it is. So we are Tomorrow's the only show that's not Star Wars. It is a vintage Matchbox card. So I'm asking anybody if you know any Matchbox card. Got a couple of Hot Wheels, 1 or 2 Corgis, a couple of Kenner diecast cards actually, but it's mostly Matchbox. If you know anybody who's a Matchbox enthusiast, has some 70s Matchbox loose card, they'll be running at $4 a piece. About 105 cards I think in the collection. All right, and we'll be doing that on Thursday, 6 p.m. Friday and Saturday are my last 2 shows. For a little bit, I'll take a week off and then get back into it next week with the weekly shows, and they'll be vintage with some modern in it. Okay, so that's our show schedule. Okay, and let me give you guys a little tour. All right, so in terms of loose figures here, or no, that are complete. We got a Zuckus, we got Chewie, we got Yoda, oh wait, who's that? That's not just Yoda. That's Stitch Yoda. But yeah, we have one of the Disney figures. He is incomplete, but I'm gonna run. No Black Series today. I ran all my Black Series last week, or a couple of days ago rather. We do have a last 17 A-wing. We'll run a little bit later in the show. We got a complete Jedi Luke. We got a complete ATST driver with the weapon. We got a complete Snowtrooper with the skirt. All right. Got a complete Wicket with the spear. We got a carded Chief Chirpa. All right. We got we got 2 Stormtroopers today. Got the vintage talking alarm clock. We got the retro line from Target, a couple of coloring books. And this is not the 85 A-Wing. This is the re-release A-Wing. We have a bunch. Today we're doing one. I'm curious about if there's interest in the Star Wars miniatures. We have a bunch of those that I'm going to run in a future show. Ghostbusters fans, I got a Ghostbuster popper gun, I think it is. Okay. Some vintage Star Wars adjacent. We got the Starbird. There's an item from the vintage days, kind of trying to compete with Star Wars. A couple of coins, Lando coin, Warwick coin, a couple of micro collection figures, some ephemera, some other stuff that's at the bottom. I even got some more Death Star pieces to run. There is a ton of stuff, guys. A ton. All right, about over 100 items. Not to mention, I didn't even show you guys the accessories. I got to show you those. What I do is at the halfway point, we'll run some accessories. Okay, I'm probably going to run these individually, guys. Not doing the thing today, but we got all different levels, including a black Palace blaster. All right, so we got tons today. So make sure you stick it out. I'll try to run things as quickly as I can. All right, so why don't we start things off? Let's start simple. what do we start with? Let's start with a Death Star droid. Okay. I don't think I'm going to get the Star Wars Daddy price for the Death Star droid that he got the other day, but I think I'll get it. You know, I think it's a good figure nonetheless. All right, let me take him out and just do the test here. He's pretty tight. Okay, check out the paint. Got a little bit of smudge on the chest, but paint is beautiful. As these figures go, it's pretty good. Okay, and if you're new to this channel, most of my complete figures come, if they're complete or if they're rare, they come with this nice little clamshell case. Okay, and a little custom card back for you. I put together myself. Oops. All right, trying to get a good angle there so that the nope, that's not good. Okay. It's better. All right, so this is welcome to everybody joining in. All right, this is number one. We are going to start this at 20 seconds with a 7-second counter, and we're starting. Got a couple of follower giveaways today. We got a couple of we have one buyer giveaway. We got that an 88 carded figure to do as a giveaway. Star Wars Daddy's winning. Oh, wait, Dark Side Rebels in. I am very well, Chris. Those coins are very familiar. They should be very familiar. Thank you so much, Star Wars Daddy. Guys, you got to check out Star Wars Daddy on YouTube, and you also have to check them out on that other platform I'm not supposed to mention. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna bop around, guys. I want to do a little bit of vintage, a little bit of modern. All right, just kind of get all over the board. Check out this. We've got the Ula and Salacious Crumb. All right, this is a great figure to put with your Jabba, even though we already have a Salacious Crumb, but you don't have an Ula. All right, so again, we're going to start this at $1. This is a modern Power of the Force, but it was a cool Ula and Salacious Crumb 2-pack. Hope everyone's having a good week, getting through Hump Day. By the way, I have a guest with us here. We have Michael. Hello. Michael is actually observing me. I feel like I'm in school, getting taught, teaching again. But he's observing me. Hey, Panther, good grab on that. Thank you. Panther's a multi-time Chewbacca of the Week winner. He's going to be doing his own Whatnot shows, hopefully. So he is checking things out and seeing how I run. So, oh, thank you so much, Estamar. I appreciate it. I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much for that. This is really good. Check out the skirt. This is a complete nice puffy skirt. A lot of these toys might have come from the Star Wars Daddy. Okay, so thank you so much for, not that, I purchased them, but I appreciate doing business with him. So check out his show, check out his YouTube channel, and give him a like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. This is number 3. Okay. So yeah, we'll go about halfway, guys, about 50, and then I'll clear some of the board off. We got some weird stuff once I start getting some things off of the floor here, off the table. But I just need to, things are stacked up a lot. Hey, Ike. All right, great grab on that, Ike. All right, good purchase. All right, so I want to try this one, guys. I don't know what if there's going to be interest. So this is Star Wars miniatures. Okay, this is in the box. I do not think it's it does. It's not sealed, but it does. Star Wars miniatures is it's a game. Okay, let me back this up a little bit. And it's kind of like a board game, like a tabletop game, and they have all sorts of different vehicles, like really, really nice, accurate depictions of all of the vehicles. So I have acquired a huge collection of these. So I'm going to run this today and see how we do. It is really cool. I mean, people have been collecting these just for the purposes of collecting the vehicles. I believe that it's complete in the box. Okay, yeah, obviously the thing you can see. All right, I'm gonna run this. 4, 5. Just change that and see if there's any interest. Tick is in the house. Tick might get it for $5. All right. It's medium large. Okay. Yeah, just so I thank you, Tick, for that. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's move on to do we have an interest in the original? This is the Star Wars trilogy, Star Wars Empire Jedi. Sorry, Jedi is in the wrong. There we go. Sorry, the OCD in me. I believe this is not the special edition. So this is one of the. I think they were billing this. I think of what year this was. 1995. So it's among the last times that you could get the original trilogy before the special editions. All right. This one's gonna. We're gonna start this at $8. Keep shaking the camera. This is a large, just because it doesn't just go in number order. You know? I mean, I just really just do it. I usually just kind of run it. Like this, line them up as I go. Because when they list an invoice, it'll say the order of everything. So it's just. All right, I got it for $10. Good grab. Thank you for that purchase. All right, how about another figure? How about a Stormtrooper? Okay. This is just going to give you the full. Try and do a little bit of paint rub here, guys, on the bottom. I think it might clean off. All right. Tiny bit of leg looseness, but it's pretty clean. And it does include the blue black blaster. These are all original. The big, I know, gotta love the please be kind, please rewind days. I remember those days. Remember the rewinders I used to have a rewinder that looked like a car, like a vintage car. All right, so you get the nice little clamshell with the cool card back, and we start that at $1. Okay, I'm running. Yep, we still have a ton of like I said, it was about 100 to 115 items tonight, guys. So stick around. We got some cool items that are a little bit rare. That talking alarm clock is a rare item. Got a couple of follower giveaways. All right, good grab on that. Thank you, Spain. All right. Let's see. Who wants a Ronto? All right, we got a Ronto. This is just the figure. He does include all of his little earpieces, which tend to fall off. No Jawas, but cool figure nonetheless. From this, we just ran the I'll start him at $1. But we just ran the special edition, which this guy is not a part of. But I always like to put him in with my I've got the retro line, and I'll run one of them next, the retro Target exclusives. I got a couple of carded 30th anniversary figures, and I think those are my modern items for tonight. This is number 2, right? All right, Tick. All right. Let's run Garandan from the Target modern line. Any Republic, Sith, or Jedi? No Republic, no Sith, no Jedi. This is. Oops, wait. We're gonna start this is at $5 because he's a little bit harder to come by. Or at least he's not a $1 figure. Now you can put this guy in your. You can either open him up and put him in your uh, HasLab Cantina or your Creature Cantina from the old days. And you can. This retro sticker comes right off if you like to display him without that. I think is this the one fun fact? His voice with the high speaking voice was actually a recording of John Wayne. You didn't know that. So with Daddy took him. Yay! All right. Thank you for that. Okay, guys. How about speaking of Star Wars Daddy? So I acquired some of these micro collection figures, okay, from Star Wars Daddy, and many of them went into my collection, but a few of them I'm going to try to resell here, okay. Um, really, really nice. Look at the paint. That's the most important thing with these guys. The paint on these is immaculate. This is one of the Bespin Luke Skywalkers. He's fully complete and he's like immaculate paint. All right, so sorry that you know what I think what I'll do is just kind of move him over here, and I'm gonna just tilt my screen down. There he is. All right. So we'll run at. We're gonna start on a $1. Ike might win it for $1. Look at that. I mean, just even this will get wrapped up like multiple times, guys, to be shipped to you because it's just. I'm always worried about that saber breaking off. I'll do my best. All right, Ike. Good grab on that. Thank you for that. Let's do another one. This is a stormtrooper. Again, look at the armor. Look at the white armor. Okay, look at the lack of chipping on the paint. These are like it's like there's a tiny bit on his helmet there, a little bit, but as if you've seen how these things usually ship, that's and how they end up, especially when they get shipped all in one pile. Sorry, Daddy. You know I'm not doing that. Please wrap in tight bubble wrap and use packing tape on it, and then staple it, and then to protect it. Yes, and then on top of that, I'll seal it in cement, and so you'll need a chisel to get it out. So how about that? Yeah, we were just both Star Wars Daddy and I were lamenting about how whenever we purchase collections, people sometimes send it to us like as if they are. Oh, good grab on that. Thank you for that. They are actually, like trying to break. We're trying to break into Fort Knox. All right, I'll come back to. We have two more. I'll run them a little bit. Let's change it up a bit. We've got the radar dish, guys. Okay. It is missing labels. It's got one here, okay, and one here, but one kind of only partially here, or really just the residue of one. All right, but it does work. I tested it. Okay. There it is. All right. So while you guys are pondering the awesomeness of that, while I put this thing back together. That's the hardest part about this is like, okay, there we go. We will run that. We do that. Start it at. Set it up in your Hoth diorama. This is considered a mini rig, right? I believe it is. Just don't stick all the minifigs in a bag together like everything will be kind of what I do is I take like a bubble envelope and I kind of cut it up. Good grab on that, Sky King. Thank you. I take a bubble wrap and I kind of just cut it off, kind of tape it inside of one of those, like a small piece of that. I have no. Well, let's get to another figure here. How about we got the Imperial Commander. He does have a tiny bit of paint rub at the top there, but he does come with the correct blue blaster. The rest of his paint's awesome, and his limbs are tight. Okay, and the blue blaster is original. Okay, and you get the card back and the clamshell case at absolutely no extra charge. Let's start it at $1. Brownie. Oops. Medium. Oops. The lighting can be a little bit wacky here. Blaster, guys, is a $20 blaster. Wow, great deal. Thank you so much. I appreciate your purchases today. All right. Here's another retro. This is Captain Antilles. Start him at 5. Yeah, make sure you check out, bookmark all the rest of my shows. I don't know if anybody here is going to be interested in doing Matchbox cars, but that's tomorrow at 6. But then I'm right back to Star Wars on Friday and Saturday. And check out my YouTube channel because there's going to be some videos that'll drop with some items that you might see in there in those shows. Good grab on that, Panther. Thank you. All right. I don't know if there's any interest in this, but I'm going to run it anyway. We got a greeting card. I picked up an estate sale that came with they had a couple of greeting cards. Now, full disclosure, it's not blank. There's actually I heard you saw Return of the Jedi and you really like it a lot. There's from Aunt Mary and Uncle Ralph. So it's I hope you have a royal time. Happy birthday. It's kind of cute. I don't know. There may be no interest in it, but the art is nice. And I was always like to say I've always appreciated the art from the original trilogy that have come out on the products because the art that came out on the products was different for every company. You know, whereas in later years, Lucasfilm kind of had their own artists do all the art, so everything was the same. Here, the art was different. So even $1 for a card is good. Thank you, Tick. I appreciate that. All right. I think it's time for. All right, let's talk about Yoda Stitch. Okay, he doesn't have his cane, but this is a Disney crossover figure. Came out in the early 2000s. They had a whole bunch of them. I know Star Wars Daddy likes to have these. He likes to get them graded loose. I don't know if he has a Yoda, but he's not complete. So, but I think it's a cool figure to kind of hide in your collection. I got a few of them. I'm only running one Disney one today, so this is the only Disney one today. But we'll start them at $1. This is S8. Hope everyone's having a good day. Have them complete, and we'll send off to be graded. Nice. That's one area I am thinking about doing some possible grading. Star Wars Daddy is with the Disney. I have all of them loose and complete, so I want to consider doing that. All right, I have no idea if there's any interest in this, but I'm going to throw it out there. The Starbird. Let me back this up a little bit. This is other companies trying to get in on the Star Wars craze in the 70s. Starbird was kind of a playset group of vehicles. There may be it's Milton Bradley. I didn't check batteries or anything on like that. It's one of these things that does come apart, I think. Okay, so it's like kind of a thing here. All right, so that's kind of cool. You see the cockpit in there. Snaps in. Does have a little part at the bottom that comes off. All right, just kind of a cool looking vehicle. Fits in with your Star Wars vehicles back from the 70s. Kind of a throwback. We'll start this at. Let's start it at $5. Don't know if there's any interest in it, but oh, Panther wants it. It's the Starbird Avenger A34-SB. I don't think it's complete. Looks mostly complete, but I'm not seeing anything missing on it. But I'm not 100% sure, having not seen this one. Wow. If anybody's interested in this, I don't have it accessible right now, but I can run another one in a future show. So check back with me on that. Thank you, Panther. All right. Let's get back to some figures. We got a Han Solo. First, take a good hard look at this Han Solo. Okay, look, note the hair. This is a pristine figure. I don't come across him this clean. Okay, very tight limbs. All right, this is a beautiful figure. Hey, Ultimate DJ guys, make sure you bookmark Ultimate DJ shows. Am I running the puzzles? I got one puzzle I'm running. I'll run that next. Comes with the correct black blaster. Or blue black blaster. Whichever one is correct for Han. And I put him in the, and if the figure isn't good enough, you get him in the clamshell case. Nice and protected. Minty fresh, guys. It's like they took him out of the package and put him right there. All right. That's a $40 figure every day. And we're running. Puzzles next. I want to encourage people. It's a bit higher than that. But that hair, guys. I know it's the big head on, but all right, Bruce Wayne. Very good. All right, jigsaw puzzle. This is the 140 piece trash compactor. Poor Luke caught in the middle of the thing. Now, I did not put this puzzle together, so I have no guarantee that there are 140 pieces. They look like those most of the pieces are there, but buyer beware when purchasing and bidding. You may not be getting a full piece, but it is a cool item to have even in the box like this on the collection, simply because it's one of the few items that came out in 1977. You know, when you're talking about Star Wars collectibles, the real meaty stuff didn't really come out until 1978 when they could make the figures. So the 77 items, I feel, are very highly sought after because that was the only thing you could get. Like, and it was mostly paper products, puzzles, Dippin' Dot, paint seams, that kind of stuff. This is M6. Ike, thank you for that purchase. All right. Ooh. That's even. All right. We got a Wicket figure. Complete. Good figure. Okay. Nice paint. But this is what you're bidding on, guys. You're getting the staff. The spear. That's the part that never comes with the figure. All right. All right. And it comes with the Power of the Force card back and clamshell. We started at $1. Starting to clear out the board a little bit. You know? How we doing here? We're about 7 away from a follower giveaway. So if you haven't given a follow yet, make sure you do. That spear That's a good grab for that. Thank you, Ike. Appreciate the follow. There. All right. Try some. Do we have an interest in a Bantha Tracks magazine? This is fall 1984, issue number 25. Okay. Bantha Tracks, for those who don't know, is the original Star Wars fan club. Starting at $1. I got to be careful with that because sometimes I do send the wrong thing to wrong people. And sometimes Chris is into all the little stuff, right? The ephemera. I have a few more of those that I'll run in a little bit. So there you got that. All right. Do we have any interest? This is a Ghostbusters item, guys. This is the. Hang on a second. 1984. Columbia Pictures, made in Mexico. I believe that you were to. I'm not sure how if this is a popper or something. I think that there looks like there might be parts missing on it, but I just thought it was cool. All right, it's a cool little Ghostbusters thing. So I'm actually going to start this one. I'm going to start. I'll run Padme next. I'm going to start this. I'm going to actually start this at $8, guys. Okay, because that's what I paid for it. Thank you, Panther. And he said Padme. We'll run Padme in the evening dress. Thank you, Panther. All right. So you still have plenty hanging up on the top of the board here, guys. All right, this is a 30th anniversary collection. This is Padme Amidala. And what I would describe as the absolute worst dress to wear if you're going to break up with somebody. We're going to start this at $5. Seriously. That's what she wore when she's like, we can't, we mustn't. Yeah, these things the prices vary greatly. They don't only vary greatly section, release to release, but show to show. Yes. It's just if somebody really wants it, Tick's going for all the cheap stuff, so you can save the money for all the naked Yodas. I don't have a ton. I have partially naked Yodas. I don't know if that's what you're looking for. Yes. Right. Who wants the Darth Vader activity book? It is partially. It's got somebody from Philly, PA. It's got some drawings on it, but it is a lot of it's fine. Some stuff is used, but it's just if you want to have one in your. This is a great way to get this in your collection. It's got the great art. Just start it for $1. All right. Oh, we're 3 away from a giving. Woo! Somebody did more than $1. Thumb Tim. All right. Thank you for your purchase and welcome back. Um, and we have a carded Chief Chirpa, but here's a loose Chief Chirpa, but is this complete? Coming with the spear, okay, and the card back and the clamshell. We'll start that. You're welcome, Bumpkin. Thank you. Started at $1. Nice. Plus 14. The spear is like a $20 spear, guys, just so you know. So bid on the bid. Always say bid on the accessory, you get the figure for free. All right, not too bad. Thank you for that. All right, and let's do another retro. Here is Princess Leia Gavin ceremony, and this is medium. So we'll start this at $5. Is that Presto Magic? It might be. Now it's. I'll run some of the Presto Magics next, but I should warn you, they're not sealed. They're done. They're already completed. I bet. Sorry about that. I also got some. Start. Oh, sorry. There we go. That happens a lot. More than it should. 15, 19. This is M10. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Panther. This does not want to stay on there. All right. So I have been seeing tons and tons of Presto Magic's Return of the Jedi, but rarely have I seen Presto Magic's Empire Strikes Back. Now, full disclosure, these are already done. You know, they're opened and someone has already told their story. Okay. I love how Lando looks like Doctor Strange in there. Okay. But still, it's a cool item to have in your collection. We'll start it at $1. No, that's not what I want. Number 13. Oh, there we go. I do have kind of an ephemera junk lot that I'm going to run a little while. It's got some incomplete stuff. All right, Cloudy Sci-Fi, good grab on that. I have a few more. Let me run another one. Here is the Dagobah version. Again, it's already been filled out, but cool little imagery. Cool little snapshot in back in the day. We are past that thing. Let me do this. Let's get the giveaway going here, guys. Follower giveaway. We have 3 follower giveaways today. All right, T. Thank you for that. All right, so the giveaway, guys, for the first follower giveaway is for this is a set of modern card back that I put together for those clamshells. So if you can put modern figures. Now, of course, I'm not doing every single individual figure. I just did every single release of the card backs. Okay, and including the back. They're just kind of general for the whole thing. So you're getting an entire set for the double wide card back. Okay, that's one of the for giving number one. And you're getting for a thinner card back, you get the same thing, but for all the smaller ones. Okay, so these are giveaways. Okay, so that's for the giveaway number one. And let's put out another for the auction. Let's put another one of these rub down transfers. This is the looks like just the view from the Star Destroyer. Does have a I don't know what these numbers are or what they mean, but maybe there's some kind of decipher code there. All right. Still got 3 minutes and 24 seconds on that. Yes. 15, right? Okay. Nice having a second set of eyes. I have one more after this for Presto Magic. I have the Rebel base one, which I'll run in a second. Tick wants it. And you got it. Thank you, Tick. And here's the other one. This is the full disclosure, guys. This one is only partial. Like this one is missing part of it over here. Okay. So but from the front, it's the same one. But again, we'll run it at $1. But I will include some extra of the Presto Magics in there. So thank you, Cloudy Sci-Fi. It's not the ones for that specific one, but I felt bad that it wasn't a complete one. Okay, moving right along. Let's talk about one of the coins here. We have a Lando General coin. This is Power of the Force. Okay. Okay, it is from 1985. It's a good condition coin. Put this off to the side here. All right, there he is. Those are pretty pricey, guys. All right, anything related to that, I'm going to start this at $20, which I think is still a steal. Hello, what have we here? Okay, Panther. Thank you for that. All right, back to some figures as we're moving our way to the halfway point. How about the Rebel Hoth Commander? Comes with the correct rifle. Dollar start. Had to install that little like side thing, like because this thing was bending. I mean, it wasn't falling; it was just bending. Like it just bowed down, or bowed down like really, really hard. I gave you the Tri logo card with this one. All right, thank you, Ike. All right, still another. Oh, and the winner for the Givey number one is Star Wars number one fan. All right, congratulations. Thanks for following. I'll get that out to you. All right. Let's. Do we have an interest in this? Now, full disclosure, guys, I could not get this to work. I checked the batteries. Not saying you can't get it to work. It might require, taking it apart similarly to things like the Imperial Transport or anything that has any kind of motor that runs. But I couldn't get it to work. But it's still beautiful. It's a beautiful piece. It's a talking alarm clock. Okay, it's a beautiful piece, and it does. And the clock part of it does still work. So I'm gonna run that. It's pretty heavy, guys. So I think I'm gonna start this one at $10. L4. All right. Thank you for that. It's L number 4. I'm glad you're here to tell us these. All right. Couple more figures, guys. How about another retro? Let's put in my favorite. or one of my favorite. I love all of them, man. I love the droids. CZ3, man. Come on. That's a phenomenal droid. Get all these things will be shipped out tomorrow in the morning. This is M11. Oh, jumped in there, Tick. I don't have him loose. I could sell it again, and you could buy him loose. I have another one. I don't have one. I mean, you'll have to check back with me on another show. I don't have one accessible, but all right, guys, we got a modern Forlo M, or as I know him as Zuckus, because and that's what he's labeled at. So he's technically Zuckus because that's how Kenner labeled him back in the day. It's a beautiful figure. Okay, good tight limbs. All right, comes with the correct rifle. Originals. Starting at $1. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate it. This is number. Oh, good. Well, stars that. I think you got the figure that I bought from you back from me for less money. So good on you. We got Chewbacca here. All right, tiny bit of paint rub, or is that really paint rub? Hold on. Not really. Actually, it's actually pretty good. Good tight limbs. I would like to show the bandolier strap there. Blech, the bowcaster rather. Is complete. It's not broken, which is a common thing to have them on. Oh wait. That's a slash. That's what I want. Trifecta Collecta is it correct? Trifecta Collecta. I don't want to steal his shtick. His bit. So we're about 15 away from the next giving, follower giving. And remember, guys, we do have the carded Return of the Jedi AT8 for the buyer's giving at the end. If you stick around until the very end, you can start. Hey, Bruce Wayne took it. Okay. All right. We got. All right. We got the FX7. Now. All right. I will say, days up. Okay. Good, solid figure. One of my favorites. I know I kind of stand alone on that hill. Only because it's the only figure that they made like that. You know, he's very rare. Mike doesn't believe that a Star Wars Daddy is. He's the creator. He's the creator of the Trifecta Collector. Please take me home for more than $5. Thank you. Ultimate DJ. In order for you to know what that is, you're going to have to subscribe to the Star Wars Daddy on YouTube and go to the other platform where people do auctions and follow him there as well and check out his live shows. All right. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. All right, guys. Now I got something here. A while ago, there was a furious fight for this. Okay. This is a vintage item. This is the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back mix and match book. You start off, you look at like this. So it'll say like Luke Skywalker was riding a tauntaun on the icy planets of Hoth when a probot floated by and then disappeared into space where the Imperials were preparing to attack. And you can change each of the things. You know, if you go to the next one, it's like R2D2 was hiding behind a rock on the Tatooine desert. Sorry, man. When a Jawa came along and vacuumed him into a sandcrawler where old droids are. So you can keep changing these around so it can be like things that are very weird and it doesn't make sense and it's kind of like almost Mad Lib style. I'll do a wacky one. All right, there we go. R2D2 was crashing through the ice caves with apparently has legs on the icy planet of Hoth when a tiny slimy creature showed up, chased him into a cave where Ben Kenobi was waiting. So it's kind of like a fun thing like that. Illustrated by Wayne Douglas Barlow. Again, it's really cool Random House thing, cool art, really great moment in time. Okay, I'm gonna ask $5 for this to start. This is M13. It's hard to find this one in good condition, guys. It does have a little bit of the. This is the common thing where the stuff starts to turn, but it's still hot, solid enough that it's intact. So, oh, Bump Tip jumps in at the last second. Does have a little bit of a pen on the front, but otherwise, it's actually pretty good condition. All right, Bump Tip, you grabbed it. Thank you. How about another Bantha Tracks? This is number 16, May of 1982. Article about Carrie Fisher. Really great fan club magazine. Um, sorry. Sorry, DJ. Had to have it. Oh, no one's interested in the Carrie Fisher one? Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. If no one bids on this one. Oh, Tip Runner gets it. Okay. Tell you what I'm going to do. Since there's minimal interest in those, I'm going to run all of them that I have left here. One, there's a summer 1984, August 1982, spring of 1984, summer of 1992, and February of 1983. There's 5 of them, right? Or 4 of them. Wait, one? No, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll run them at $5 for the 5. Let's see. S22. Save us some time, Tick. What are we doing here? About 10 away from the next giving. Then I'll switch it. I'll take a little switch and move things over to I'll move things over to some accessories for a bit. All right, we got the General Madine. Okay, this is the green-haired variant, I believe. All right, so he doesn't include his staff. He is just the figure, but he is a rare variant. The green hair. I believe that's courtesy of Star Wars Daddy. And we're starting that at $1. Oh. We're running that 123. S20. This is S23. Jomar, we're grabbing that. We got, let's see, what else we got here? Let's do a modern other figure here. We got a hologram Vader. This is the 30th anniversary collection Vader. Comes with the coin. Okay, really cool card art on the back. You also get the, yeah, it's the figure in the coin with the cool saber. I'll run this at $5. Welcome to people just joining in. Check out my other auctions taking place this week. If you know anybody's into Matchbox cars, I got diecast Matchbox coming tomorrow night at 6, and then more Star Wars Vintage with some modern on Friday and Saturday. Then I take a break for a week, and I'll be back doing weekly shows after that. Usually either Fridays or Sundays. Oh, no interest in that? All right. Let me run it again. This time I'm going to run it for $1. That was $1 less. Thank you, Paul. All right. And we have a Rebel Commando with the correct rifle. Or another one. Beautiful figure, beautiful accessory is probably a $20 accessory, so bid accordingly. Thank you very much for your cooperation. About 8 away from the next givey. I'll start running it probably in about 5. This is S24. You got a great accessory there. The rifle. What's he keep in the backpack? I don't know, sleeping bag. Dark Side Rebel, thank you. All right, so guys, don't get too much in a tizzy here. I'm going to run an A-wing fighter. It is not the 85 A-wing. It is the Power of the Force 2 redo of it. Okay. I will say full disclosure. Hang on a second. I don't think the landing gear. Yeah, I feel like the landing gear might be a little bit weird. So, cockpit is fine. Does include a figure. But the landing gear is kind of stuck in the closed position. So, you might want to. I didn't want to mess with it, so I'm going to run it at $5. I think is more than a good price of it. If you don't own my advice, if you don't own the original one, this is a great substitute to put in your collection until you do. Work your way up for it. And, you could always paint it to make it look like the original one. It's actually in really good condition otherwise. Just that landing gear is always a little bit wonky. Hey, Bruce Wayne, good grab on that. Thank you for that. All right. How about... All right, I want you to take a good long look at this Bespin guard, specifically the gold trim. It's the right side has a little bit of fading, but as it stands, it's actually a really, really nice gold trim. That always fades off. Most of my figures that are the Bespin guards are not in good shape. That does include the Bespin rifle. Okay, so it is complete with the clamshell and the card back. So here we go. $1 start. This is number S25. Good. Sometimes when I do the small, medium, large, like two things happen that mess me up sometimes. One is that if I have to redo it, nobody bids, then I have to redo it again. That's one that can get confusing. Sometimes people are very generous on the show and want to gift an item to another buyer, which is great. But I just want to make sure that I don't lose track of it. Thank you for that purchase. That's awesome. All right. I don't know if there's any interest in this. We have a Return of the Jedi Super Marvel Special number 27 comic book. It is not in the best of shape. Okay. I believe it's complete. It's the whole thing, the whole story of Return of the Jedi. It's just that the cover is very, very beat up. Okay. But still, it's not comic book size. It's like 8.5 by 11, right? But, like full size, kind of like an annual official comic adaptation of the greatest space fantasy of all time. And I'll run it for $1. Thank you, Ultimate. I appreciate that. Ike wants it for $1. It's probably what it's worth. Oh, no, but Bumpton wants it for 2. Thank you, Bumpton. I appreciate that. All right. Problem is with all this paper stuff, I got a lot of stuff. My table's almost full. All right. How we doing here? 46. Okay, I've got a few more. How about this Vader? Let's talk about Vader here. All right, guys. Let's take a good look. Now, he's got the tip, although it's a little squirrely. I am not even going to touch it. Oh, Bumpton, tend to send the comic to DJ. All right, I will do that. All right, but this is a beautiful Vader. Okay, I didn't want to even mess with this cape. He's got a tiny bit of pull, like a little bit of tear on this arm, but not bad. All right, I don't. If I move it up, yeah, you can see it's just a little bit there. Okay, but posable, a beautiful figure. Got a saber with a tip, just a mangly tip, and we're starting it at $1. Here we go. All right, so that was the comic. Hey, Ultimate, I'm not sure if you're interested, but I found some more Death Star parts, which I'll run in a complete thing if you're interested. I'll run them all. Okay, cool. Then I can send you the comic book. Julmar, good grab on that. All right, so this is now full disclosure. The top of a Death Star is cracked. There's a crack there. There's a crack there. I think it'll still work as a top, and it's just that the cracks and there's a little bit of a stress crack right there. But I'm actually going to run this along with this, which is actually in pretty good shape. I think the trapdoor might be a little bit wonky, but it's still, yeah, you can see it's kind of cracked right there. So that's why I didn't run these last week. And all 3 floors. This is the last of the Death Star pieces that I have. But I will run it. I'm going to run it for $1. I just want it out of here. I'm going to try to piece together a Death Star, and I realized that that's not going to work. This is L number 6. Oh, now Tick wants it. Oh no, but Ultimate really wants it. Ultimate's like, no, no one will take my trash Death Star pieces. You're right. All right, we got him. Thank you for that. All right, let's get that divvy starting while we're. I can know to send this to. Oh, yeah. It's my note. All right, next Gibby is another set of those modern card backs. Okay. Over here, let's start it. So this is another set of those card backs. All right. And why don't we run R2? This is episode 3, Villain Heroes and Villains. Okay. It's a good figure. I love the R2D2. This comes with the pieces of the battle droids. We'll do this at 4. Okay. Oh, Tick wants it. All right, Tick. Thank you for that. Okay. Ah, my hand moves. Keep pulling on stuff. Power Droid. The standard one, but look at that. Look at that label. Nice and good. Clicks work. Paint is good. Got the antenna. Comes with the clamshell case. I have to put him in sideways just because he sticks out too much. And we are running $70. 3 minutes and 24 seconds left on the Gibby. Tell you what, on the Gibby, I'm going to throw one more thing in. I'm going to throw. It's kind of a. This is one of those big tops cards pictures. It is a little damaged on the back, so I'll just throw it in the Gibby. Go along with those. Oh, dude, I'm sorry for. I don't mean to ignore the chat. I just. My bad. I apologize, guys. Yeah, I will tell you, I'm virtually. I mean, today I have a guest in the rooms with me, but I do virtually run this by myself. So it is very hard to always read the chat, and I don't usually bring in moderators. So if you have a question about something, just if I don't answer right away, ask it again. Just copy and paste it and answer it one more time. Thank you so much for that, person. It is not me being rude or anything. I'm just like kind of working my way through this. All right. How we doing here? All right, we got one more. How much left on the giveaway before we got another 2 minutes? All right, well, we can go a little bit further here. Why don't we run another coin? This is guys, this is Warwick. A little bit more rare. Okay. This is Warwick. Okay. Good coin. Power of the Force. Okay, and there he is. I'm gonna run this at $30, which I think is more than fair. Star Wars Daddy is already there. No, he's not. There he is. Sorry, Star Wars Daddy won the last one. My bad. What is going on? Not enough memory? What the heck? Hold on. Cancel. Oh, I see. I know what happened. 29. Start 30. There we go. Ultimate wants it. That's right. That was 29. Sometimes it doesn't always lose the previous one in the screen. Like it will say product actions, and that's what you click to start it. And sometimes it doesn't always lose it, and it doesn't update. So you try to do the same one twice if you're not checking the number, and it won't let you do that because it's like the inventory. It's only one. So. Sure. All right. Thank you so much for that. Ultimate. All right. Cool. All right. I think we are. Well, let me just wait till after the Gibby. We got 30 seconds left on the Gibby. So tell you what. How about a coloring book? We got Vintage Empire Strikes Back coloring book. Okay. It has got some coloring pages in it, but a lot of them are blank. Some of them are full. So it is a used coloring book. But I will run it at $1. 10 seconds left on the Gibby. Oh man, I really appreciate it. Norman, you are the winner of the Gibby, which includes this Topps card and the 2 sets of card backs, mini card backs. So thank you so much for that. And thank you, Cleve, and welcome back, Cleve, for the purchase of the Yoda. Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate that. Ultimate. It is fun bantering back and forth with you guys, and I love reading your show. It's always so awesome. All right. Cool. All right, guys, I'm going to just do a little quick stage reset here. Now, I know in the past I've done the thing where I just let you pick, but today I'm just going to run them one at a time. Got a couple of rare items here. We got a couple of common items here. We got a couple of like uber rare items, or at least one uber rare item. So let's start things off with I'm going to start with a blue black Imperial. We got a few of these we're going to run today. All right, everything starts at $1. And we are running. This is S31. Any Royal Guards? I don't have a Royal Guard, but I do have a Royal Guard Spike or Pike. You don't want that. Actually, you know what? Hang on a second. Let me look. All right. Let me run something else. Here's a Chewy Bowcaster. This is the bluish one, bluish tinted one. Okay. All right. This is S32. A good Lando cape. I do not have any Lando capes that are not attached to Lando. Oh, Ultimate is ready to grab it. Thank you, Ultimate. All right, there we go. All right, so someone was asking. We have. Here's the thing. We have an Emperor Royal Guard, and I have the Spike. So it's a complete. I just didn't because I'm pulling an audible. All right, I'm not. I don't have the clamshell or anything. So you're just getting the figure. I'll get it in a bag for you. Okay, with the Spike. Just because I was able to grab that really fast. So that was S33. That is like that runs for between $30 and $60 when you put those two together. So anything around that window would be appreciated. Only figs with Yoda. Seriously, right? It's a good figure, guys. Excellent grab on that, Logan. Thank you. And it made your first purchase, so we'll give you some little extra stuff in there to go with your stuff. Thank you. All right. We got an Endor Leia poncho. It's a little bit frayed at the top. All right, but it is an Endor Leia poncho, so kind of needed for your Endor Leia. This is S. Milkman's in right away. Send me those? Oh God, I do not want to play "What's Up Yoda's Ass" on my show. That's a ultimate DJ thing only, for which it should be. It would lose its It's like if they build too many Buckies, it loses its there you go, like loses its funness, its like uniqueness. There can be only one place for "What's Up Yoda's" off. All right, how about okay, guys, pay attention. We got an orange snake. Orange snake for Yoda, so Yoda won't be so naked. At 34, I guess it was 35. Starting at it. All right, that's 35. Yeah. Oh God. Why does this show always go south? All right, 400. Great grab on that. Thank you. All right. So if you like snakes, guys, we got the brown snake. It's a little softer than the orange one. The brown snake, the much more rare variant. That was 35, 36. And we are running brown snake, rare variant. All these items will go out. Will go out tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow in the first thing in the morning. So depending on how far you live, you will receive them when the mail successfully gets around to you. Snake. Where's my naked Yoda? All right, Cleve. Man, thank you for that. Appreciate it. All right. Okay, cool. Another blue black Imperial. I don't think so. Ultimate. 36, 37. However, if it ends up being that, let me know and I will make it right. All right, hang on. Just a second. Give me a. All right, well, let's finish this one off. Hold on. Hold on. That's 30. Let me just take care of this one. Thank you, Hot Rod. I appreciate the heads up, guys. Hang on. Before I. How about this one? Okay. I'm just switching it up. So whoever won the aren't the brown snake, I've got enough crowdsourcing here to leave it. And I'm looking at them together. You're seeing them next to each other. I'm totally with you, but I wanted your input. All right. Sorry about that. But you are getting a legit one. Okay. I apologize for that. Thank you for saving me on postage. I will put that in my my island of misfit toys. All right. We have a Zuckus rifle. Yeah, continue to give me that, guys. I do the best I can, but I do appreciate. Actually, it didn't seem shorter to me. It seemed longer. Oh, it seemed bigger. This one just seemed bigger to me. All right, where are we? We're number. Yeah, I see what you mean. There was a seam. Thank you, Jumar. Grab on that. All right. Let's do two of these. We got the two. I like to run these two in pairs. This is the Snow Trooper / Dengar 2-pack. I told you about the accessories. Yeah. And again, I do the best I can with it. But sure. They're just something that I don't get them enough into my inventory enough to know for sure. So I do appreciate you do all the tests, right, but the tests aren't always right. I mean, and newer ones can fool you on the test. Thank you, Hot Rod. All right. Let's do the IG-88 twofer. We got the blue rifle and the blue Imperial. Number 41. Oh, oh, yeah, ultimate. Okay, absolutely. I will. Do you want to work that out? Do you want me to just run it here, or do you want me to just work it out with you off? You can say it. You can leave it. All right. Now Cleve's saying the Yoda snake was legit. Was legit. It was a cater. Okay. Now I'm confused. I mean, as I said, guys, I do a pretty good job with that. All right. So let me here, guys. Let's have a conversation. All right. So I'm getting from Cleve. It's saying Yoda snake was legit. It was a cater with the mark on the head. It should be flexible and slightly differently brown, and differently in brown color. So you're saying this is legit. This is the one, and ultimate saying not a cater. Should have a mark on the head. What kind of mark? I mean, they do look. They're oh, like a dot, like a circle, round circle. It's got the round circle. See it? So A Dub saying it's legit, and Cleve, you were the one who won the brown snake before, right? So would you prefer that one instead? Tell you what, I will send that one to you if just give me a thumbs up or whatever, or a yes if you prefer me to send you this one. If you do, okay, I will send it to you. And if you change your mind, I'll hold on to the other brown snake for the time being.
Side by side.
Well, we did before,
Okay.
yeah. They're just different companies.
Gotcha.
All right, I'm gonna hold on to the other one, okay, so that yes. And then if you change your mind, you just get back to me, Cleve, and I'll flip out the other one and send it to you. I will not run it in a future auction until I hear back from you, or at least I'll give you like a week. All right, I want my customers satisfied, and I get it. But I will say this, guys. So far, thanks, Cleve. So far, guys, I've had a very this is running two rifles. I've had a very pay attention to the screen, guys. Don't forget I'm running an auction here. Uh, I've had a very patient and understanding group of buyers who understand that I'm human and I might not. I will never. What is it? I will never intentionally sell a reproduction item unless I say it is. You know what I mean? Like with like a million times on the show. All right, but I only would do that in a weird occasion. All right. So if there is an issue, I appreciate letting me know. Okay, but it sounds to me like we had different viewpoints on it, and I understand that too. So it goes to show you guys that it's not an exact science. The blue blaster guys, it is not exact science. It is a constant um, learning curve, and then once you figured out the learning curve, there are new learning curves. So just a heads up. Thank you. All right, I appreciate it. I appreciate your understanding. You're all awesome. But I'm never trying to deliberately cheat anybody because this is a hobby for me, guys. This is not like my source of income. This is just something I do for fun. Thank you, 400X Scott. I appreciate that. All right. And another. I have a lot of these guys. Another blue black. Trying to give you the full rundown of it. This one's got a little bit of a mark on it. I don't know if that's dust or. Yeah, it looks like. You know what? Let me run another one. Let's see if I can clean that. This is better. Stupid blurriness. All right, 10 away from the next givey, or the last follower givey. The next one after that will be the buyer's givey. That's 44. Yeah, I also have to make sure. Oh, you're you're nice, Bump Tim. I appreciate that. This one, yeah, I think it's This one needs to be cleaned a little bit, but I can't tell if this is. It's got like, you know what I mean? Like there's some gunk on there. Thank you, X Scott. Or an X Scott likes to buy a lot of accessories. All right, let's do a thing of. We got a little bit of the survival kit. We got two white backpacks, the Yoda blue backpack, and one gas mask. Running all of that for $1. Any gammy accents? I do not have one yet, but check back with me for a future show. I might be getting some.
I think it's just paint more else. It's not.
No, it's a paint.
It's a,
Oh, okay. All right, I'll run it with another one, the last one. Okay, this is. Wait a minute. This is good. Go, good grab on that, Gata. All right, S45. Okay. All right, so let's talk about. I got a big one coming, guys, but I'm going to also want everybody's eyes on it. All right, we got. This isn't it, but if somebody needs a low gray staff for you for your low gray figure, Hubcap might get it for one. Oh no, Jumar jumped in. Jumar was not having it. Like I said, all right, Cleveland, thank you. Appreciate the info. Yeah. Well, as I said, you check it out. You double check it. You let me know. Give me a heads up either way, so I know because I need just so for my own education. All right. How about a double hood? We got a Chief Chirpa hood, but let's also run a Wicket hood with that. That is a Wicket hood, right? Yeah. So a double hood running for $1. This is S47. Okay. What's this one? Thank you, Tick. All right. Let me actually stack these. Easier to put in the bag. Okay, guys, we're almost. We still got about 30 more auctions to do about that, and we got the buyer's giveaway with. You know what? This is not working, so I'm gonna grab another one of these. This S47. All right, we got. Let's run. I'm gonna run one of these for now. I know they're not the highly most. I usually like to run two, but I wasn't able to get two together for today. So S48. I've still got a few other paper products that I want to run. I got two more retro figures, and again, the way it works, the last person to get the last retro figure, also gets the box that they came in. All right, how about a Bosk rifle? Guys, make sure you stay tuned to my shows this week. I got two more vintage and some modern show coming on Thursday or on Friday and Saturday. Tomorrow's a Matchbox car diecast loose show. So if you know anyone who's into that, please let me know. That's the wrong thing. All right. A few more accessories and we'll switch it back to some figures. We got Yoda belts to go with the Yoda snakes. S49. Thank you, Jumar. Appreciate that. Got the AT rifle. Only one today. We got three more accessory auctions after this one. And then we'll switch it back to some figures. This is S51. Thank you, Bum Tim. Got the Rebel Commando one. Rifle. Appreciate the help with that stuff, guys. I do absolutely appreciate it. I don't have as pretty nails as Lily does on Vintage Toy World. Sorry. All right, so here's the deal, guys. This Imperial Pew that I was going to run before has a paint smudge on it. I don't think it's something that can come off. So I'm going to run it with a better one. So we'll run two. Just this one does have a little paint smudge on the handle. Two Imperial Pews, though, starting at $1. I'm guessing that might have come from a Stormtrooper hand, perhaps. Not sure. But you are getting two relatively good accessories there. I want there too. Thank you, Lucas Blackheart. Appreciate that. And you unlock the bronze Tashi station to make sure you check it. All right, guys. I need my experts. This is black. Palace Blaster. Not gray. Not beige. Black. How you doing, Sweaty Sock? Welcome. This is not a cheap one, I don't believe. Nor do I believe it's a, hold on. Trying to, all right, let me lock it in like that. Take a look at it. Tell me what you're seeing. I'll try to get into it, Sweaty Sock. All right. Yes, it did. Did float, Star Wars Daddy. And it does the drop sound too. All right, guys. I'm running it. You know how much it goes for. Kay wants it. Thank you, Ike. Appreciate it. Got a good deal on that, actually. All right. Thank you, Star Wars Daddy, for some of the verification there. I did do my own, but I like getting second and third opinions. All right. We have two more. Let's put this here to help. Two more of Star Wars Daddy's awesome figures here. We got the another Luke Bespin. Okay, again, look at the beautiful paint on that. It's a beautiful figure. Starting at $1. This is S55. Still got a carded Chief Chirpa, really nice carded figure, guys, coming up. And we have a Luke Jedi complete. We have a Last 17 A-Wing fighter incomplete, but a good figure nonetheless. All right, thank you for that. Now, 3PO. If I'm not mistaken, 3PO is only available on the Falcon. Am I right? So it's a more rare figure, guys. And it's again beautiful condition. Ike wants it. Ooh, we have a fight. Fight. Ooh, TS got it. All right. Thanks for that. All right, guys. Back to our regularly scheduled figure runs. This is the Retro Collection Wedge Antilles figure. Starting it at 5. And I think we're ready for the next giving. Yeah, this is the next. Let's get the next. Start the next giving. All right, you liked Wedge. All right, Star Wars Daddy, it's yours. Awesome. Okay, and so the next givey, guys, another set of these. One more extra thing to throw in there, though. We've got these two little guys, these things, and we have another figure. We have or not figure. We have another Topps card that does this. That's part of the givey. It is a little bit damaged on the back, and a lot damaged on the back, but it's good in the front. Okay, thank you, Star Wars Daddy. How about we do a Leia Boosh figure? Okay. I'd like to show the helmet. There's the beauty. I never put a helmet on the figure unless it's a really nice base, good paint. Comes with the complete accessories, helmet, and correct rifle, which only fits kind of diagonally in the clamshell. And then we do all right, run that. That is running for $1. Okay, we have thank you, 400X Scott. All right, 3 minutes left on the last follower giveaway. All right, here's a cool item, guys. We have the folder for the official Star Wars Lucasfilm fan club, which includes the letter and includes a kind of like all the paperwork that came in it. All right, including a little brochure. Nice little piece of Star Wars fan club history. We'll run that for $1. It's actually the folder's in pretty good shape. We have 2 more modern items, guys, for anybody here for the modern. I never joined the original Star Wars fan. Anybody here a member of the original Star Wars fan club? I was part of the Lucasfilm fan club, and Star Wars Insider for many many years. Cleve, all right, good grab on that. All right, we have a 30th anniversary collection, Battle Droid 2-pack with the coin. I'm gonna run 2 moderns back to back here, guys. This is start this at 4. 1 minute and 28 seconds left on the Gibby. Sorry for the glare there. Ooh, Hubcap jumps in. Ultimate jumps in. Roger, Roger. Two different rankings there. All right. Power of the Force. Are you talking about like the green and orange cards? I have none of them right now. You're talking about Power of the Force 2. That's we consider that Power of the Force 2. Is the retro collection the last one of the 6-pack? So whoever wins this gets the box as well. That is R4M9. 25 seconds left on the final follower Gibby. Star Wars Daddy wants it. And the winner for the Gibby is TSCO447. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for following. And Ericar won. All right, Ericar. That is yours. And if you had any other figures in there, I will put them in as well. And the Gibby number 4. All right, we are good with that. Okay, cool. Actually, Gibby 3, not Gibby 4. Gibby number 3. And 4 is the buyer giveaway, which will come in a little bit. All right, folks. Let's get back to some figures now. Full disclosure about this one. Okay. This is a snow trooper. Okay. Good figure. Comes with the weapon, but this seems awfully white to me. Now it does zip. So it follows that rule, but I'm just saying, and it does have a little bit of wear on the bottom, so it could be legit. I think it's legit, but I'm just being honest about it seems awfully white. The person I bought it from couldn't verify it either. So I'm just leaving. That's the one item, ironically, today that I'm not 100% sure. And I also didn't want to, whenever I get a skirt, I never like to put it on the piece itself, the figure itself, because I'm afraid I'm going to tear it. All right. But I mean, I think it's legit, but I'm just letting you know it could be put in question. So I'm talking about the skirt, not the figure, not the weapon. So, but it does zip. You heard it. Whenever you get a skirt, you like to put it on. Well, I think that's, you do you. You got about 5, 6 more after this one. 6 more pretty good figures, guys. They're all pretty nice figures coming up. So, thank you for that. Thank you, Lucas. All right. So I got some more paper stuff here. I want to get out of the way so I can clear the board. Got another greeting card. There's another Vader card. Return of the Jedi, drawing board greeting cards. Hope you want to. I want you to have a happy birthday. Love always to dear Tony. Hope to see you and Lenny real soon. Love, Rhonda. But it's a cool card. I think it's a neat little for $1. If not, I will add it to a Gibby. This is S59. No one. Oh no, Cleve wants it. Thank you, Cleve. All right, we have another coloring book. Again, coloring book. This came from a collection of people. Some of it's used. It's not a mint coloring book, but it's got the cool Vader and Empire Strikes Back Vader stormtroopers. Cool. Cool art. Thank you, Cleve. S60. How are we doing here? 86. I think I want to do a little buy or pick, guys, for a few minutes. And this is for some photos. So give me a minute. It'll just take me a second here. I have to raise my screen up a little higher. They'll have a little bit of a nick on the front there. But thank you, Cleve. All right. Got a catalog. Empire Strikes Back. I usually do, Lucas. There is something weird going on with Whatnot. Some people, for some reason, I have combined shipping up until I have the thing where you're supposed to only pay $9.21 shipping total, no matter how much you buy. The problem is that some people come into my show and I have to, when I look at the inventory, it's like they have bought, like I don't know how to describe it. They have like sets of packages, not just one, but 2, 3, 4, or even 5. I don't know what causes that. I don't think it's on my end. I think it's coming something from the buyer. So you might have to check your settings, but it might be if you leave and come back that sometimes it might be a glitch with that. So just be aware of that. All right, we have a Return of the Jedi used Presto Magics. This is the Emperor room. Okay. Done by Lenny. I think this collection belonged to Lenny. All right, but it is a nice piece for display. Yes, that is true, and I'm only shipping ground right now. So I'm trying to. I mean, it hasn't been on my end. It hasn't been too bad. It's just for some reason everyone seems to be. Everyone seems to be like not everybody, but a handful of people. Not everybody. Most people are fine. All their orders come in up at one, and I just do the shipment. But for some people, it's 2 or 3 or even 4 or 5 shipments. I don't know why that is. But I don't think it's on my end. All right, so let me reposition stuff here. I'll get back to figures in a moment. All right, we got some photos. Really nice, cool pictures here. I'm gonna just kind of adjust, and you guys we'll have it be dollar starts. All right, so can I see everything here? All right, we got. All right. So buyer picks one of these. Dollar start. Buyer picks one of the photos. There are like 8 by 10. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. I'll compress it down a little bit. Wow, people want the photos. Okay, you are bidding on one of these photos. All right, got it. Just which one would you like? Just tell me which one, and I will put your name on it. Add it to your box. Super scene. Okay. Give me a better asteroid. Okay. That is a super scene. Thank you, Gata. All right. I'm just gonna throw Yoda over here, and I'm also gonna throw this one, which might have been off camera a little bit. There's a Lucas with the Ewoks and 3PO. Things up on my dryer. Oh, Gata, I'm sorry. You know what? You meant this? All right, dude. That wasn't part of it. I'll run that in a few minutes. I will let you know though. That's in really bad shape. The Super Scene collection is it's just it's a water damage. It was something that got caught in my flood a few years back, but I never got rid of it. Ultimate. Which of the photos do you like? You want the Leia and Luke one? You were mentioning that. Ultimate, which Vader Bespin. Okay, Vader Bespin. Awesome. Okay. Let's make sure I can see late Vader. Right. There we go. 65. Cool. We're running. Still got after the photos, guys. We still have about 10 items. Okay, so we're wrapping up, but still have a little bit to do. You also got to be here to win the buyer's givey, which is the AT8 tenor figure carded. Welcome everyone just coming in. Again, be sure to check out. I got a Matchbox show tomorrow at 6. I got 2 more vintage with some modern shows on Friday and Saturday. Hey, Tick. Okay, which one do you want? Ewok. It's a great one, right? Cool. Okay, running. I think they're all on there. Okay, and you want Tick? You want me to guess? Oh, Yoda. Okay. All right, hang on. That was 66. Beautiful. Nice picture there. Now there's a comic book over here. I'm gonna get to that after we do the picture. Oh, I think these are promotional ones. Those are cool. All right, Tick. The Royals in wrong sink. Oh no. Press release picks. Which one? Son, father scene. Got it. Yeah, Tick has this obsession with naked Yoda. For those that are new, he kept wanting me to run. I have a Yoda figure, without his robe. He's not naked, but I call him Naked Yoda. And now that's all he can obsess about is Naked Yoda. So now he wants me to make a pile of Naked Yodas to run in an auction. Believe me, if I can come up with a pile of Naked Yodas, I will do so. Ultimate. Everyone does. Okay, yeah, I guess you're right. I guess if we're Vader versus Luke, there we go. I'm guessing that these might have come with the fan club picks. I do have. Oh, you mean the? Probably not. Panther, not tonight. Only because I got other things. I got to get stuff packed up, but I will try to build that into the show on Friday. But if you come in and remind me, because you're like my only one who does that. So I mean, I also might have to run them up a little bit. Like I can't. I don't know if I can start them at $1. All right, that's not that I'll start them. Maybe I'll start them at 5. Like that. All right, skiff. Skiff. Oh, right, skiff. Okay, 2 more. Yeah, the you pick option is a fun thing to do too. I did a show the other day where I literally ran everything in the you pick. I just would put like maybe 9 figures on the board and then run it. And then once somebody picked one, I would run another one. Like that. So that's a kind of a fun. Sister brother, tick sister brother. Okay. All right, and then we're running. The last one is the Luke, Chewie, Han, and Leia. Tick. All right, great, good grab on that. All right, guys. So we got this is like a junk pile. All right, this is a comic book that's not even complete. It's missing pages. It's Star Wars, but it's just missing the first couple of pages. It's a really really banged up Vader uh, thing. It's seen better days. Partial card, a partial Rebel base. Oh, you know what? I just realized that might actually be. Hang on, I'm gonna check that one with the other one. Partial catalog pieces, a partial storybook, and even part of a Death Star space station thing. So I don't want to throw all this out. Somebody might want it for $1. There you go. And you know what? No, I don't think it is because the reason might being is that that's the back. Oh yeah. So it turns out, guys, that Rebel Base, whoever won the Rebel Base Presto Magic, that was part of it. So I added it back to that one. So all right. Okay, and then the last before we get to the figures. All right, so somebody was asking about the super scene. All right, so this is a Burger King, or I think it was a Burger King promotion, okay? And it was like stamps, and you put the stamps in here. But here's the deal: you can see by this, it got water damaged. Okay, I threw a lot of stuff out. I didn't have the heart to throw it out. If you want it, I will just warn you, it is water damage, big time. So I would not pay more than $1 for it if you want it. I know some people are seeking that, but I'm just letting you know. If you want it, if you don't want it, I understand because, like I said, I mean it's dry. It's just kind of stuck. I'll tell you. Oh, nope. Tick wants it. All right. And then there's a bidding war over that bum tip. All right, good grab. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna might have depending on how much you bought, I might have to find a bigger box or something to put that in. So you might be getting a huge box with stuff in it. All right, guys. Let's wrap it up. We got a few more here. Pay attention. All right, we'll start things easy with another Death Squad Commander. Check out the helmet. It's beautiful condition. Comes with the blue black blaster. Really good paint. Good limbs. That's like a pristine Death Star, not Gunner. Sorry, Death Squad Commander. Sorry. Death Squad Commander. I know the difference. I'm just starting to get tired. Thank you, Kata. All right, Stormtrooper. I ran one earlier. Here's another one. Okay, tighter limbs. Check the paint on the hands. Again, correct Imperial Pew. All right, and oops, put them in the clamshell. It's also a nice way for me to ship them. Works better than, as Star Wars Daddy and I were lamenting, better than bubble wrap and tape and staples. That is a beautiful figure, guys. You don't find them that clean. Thanks to the people just joining. We're wrapping up. We still have a few more, a couple of high-end items coming your way. Here we have a Han trench coat. Check out the hair. Check out the black blaster. It's $20 easy. The non-camo lapel coat. This is a beautiful figure. It's like it was taken out. It was taken out of the package and put right in storage. They go for $50, $60 every day. I'm starting it at $1. I first started doing this even run for 3 hours. Yeah. I mean, I've been getting it at just about 2. But I don't mind. I mean, I like it. It's fun.
I know it's about 100 items this year.
Yeah, I think in the end, when we're all said and done, it'll be about 105, 106. Excellent grab, TK. Excellent. All right. We got the ATST driver, which is a nice figure, nice emblems, right? But the real selling point of this one is the Gray Blaster. Thank you, TK. All right, so you're bidding on this, okay? This is not I'll start it at $1, but it should bid for far more than $1. Okay, but the blaster itself is worth a lot. It's one of those that easily gets lost in the shuffles. In the as Star Wars Daddy likes to say, it gets stuck in the couch, in the shag carpet. It gets stuck in the outside in the grass, in the seats of your car. Mike Little wants it. Oh, Mike Little has set a high price for it. Thank you, Mike. All right, 2 more before we get to Chief Chirpa and then the bit buyers give you. We've got, sure, I've got everything right here. Okay, we got a nice Jedi Luke with the robe with the snap. Okay, now full disclosure. Okay, I'm not 100% sure. People like the snap might come from different things, but I'm just running it with this figure. Okay, this figure. So if they're not, it is Hong Kong. Okay, so if the snap doesn't go with this figure, that's fine. Then you're getting you can run it separately. You can find another figure, but that's okay because it also comes with the tan blaster. Throw it out the window. And the green, really nice green saber. Stop at the blurriness. Trying to wait. I'm going to wait on this until it stops blurring. Jeez, what is with? All right. So you know how much those accessories go for. You know how much it's the snap tape might be a little bit more. It's number 78. Yep. But we're starting it at $1. Someone might get that for $15. Oh. I must be allowed to speak. 78 is a good price. 88 is a better price. mean, talking about a blaster, the saber. Oh, Lucas jumps in. Good grab on that one, Lucas. All right, excellent. Okay, guys, we have a last 17. A-wing pilot. No weapon, no coin, nothing else but the figure. But it's last 17. It's a good, solid figure, good limbs, good paint on the face. I'll put it. I always, because it's a rarer figure, I put it in with the clamshell case anyway, and you get the A-wing fighter power of the force. Sorry, I missed that one. Ultimate. If you're referring to, I don't think you're referring to A-wing for that, right? You're referring to Luke. But number 80? No, number. So 78, 79. All right, running. Thank you, Ike. Appreciate that. Okay, before we do the Chief Chirpa, I do want to run. We have these are those mini card backs, guys, that I do. I run them as a set now. These are all the Star Wars releases, 21 cards. They are correct on the front and back. This is all the Empire releases, front and back. There's like 48 there. This is all the Jedi releases. The Power of the Force, all the one, including the re-releases. The Ewoks and the droids, including the unreleased version. So there's like well over 100 mini card backs here. You can use for display. You can put them with your card backs yourself. And we'll start it at $10 because that's about, well, costs a little more than that to make them, but I appreciate it. Helps offset the cost if I lose money on any of the figures. How it allows me to keep the figures at a low price point, make it more appealing to people to come into my show. Excellent grab on that. I'll do one more of those. These are the tri-logo versions of this. Okay, there's like 74 tri-logo cards. This is all from the Europe version, and then the last four are, well, actually there's three, but there should be a fourth one in there somewhere. And it is we have a couple of Uze versions. Okay, so it's around 77, 78 cards. We're gonna start that at 5. Yeah, no question about repro. Exactly. It's meant as just a fun way to display. You can put them up on a. This is S81. Oop, someone jumping in last second there. All right, thank you, Panther. All right, guys, we have the Chief Chirpa. This is the last auction item, and then we'll do the buyer's giving. This is a pretty decent flat card. I want to see the lack of yellowing. It's only a tiny, barely noticeable bit of yellowing on Chief Chirpa. It's a very straight card. It is punched, but it's got the pop. It's not drawn out on the back at all. Okay. Really, really nice card to put in your collection if you want to start a carded figure collection. A little bit of smudge on a tape piece right there. That's the only blemish on it. I'm going to start this at Low price. We're started at $30. And that's our last auction. So I'm going to start the buyer giving while we're taking it. And to be entered into the giveaway, you have to have made a purchase. Yeah, the nicest thing about this card, guys, is the lack of yellowing. I mean, so many of the Return of the Jedi cards are just known for the bad yellowing. This one has definitely escaped that. Thank you, J-Man. Appreciate it. All right, guys, get into the buyer's givey. This is a 88 card. It's got a little bit of a chunk on the bottom of it out. Okay, and it has this tape over it. It does have its pop, but it has this piece of tape for the free Anakin Skywalker thing. I think someone tried to peel that off, and that's why it's got that damage on it. But it is a free card. It is a giveaway, and it is you get the Target sticker too. $2.46 this figure was. So, whoop, don't fall on me. There we go. All right, we'll run it for another 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drawing the winner. Paul Rob 95825. Thank you so much. Congratulations. That is awesome. All right. Congratulations on that, guys. Thank you to all of you for your purchases. You are all awesome. But by the way, this is unpunched too, by the way. So we will get these things out to you by tomorrow morning. Thank you again. Please be aware. We've got 3 more shows out of the marathon. Okay. We've got the tomorrow night show is Matchbox cars only. Just vintage Matchbox cars. I'm just running 105 of them. And then the next day, we're doing back to the show, very similar today, although I'll have probably more loose figures to put out, just loose incompletes. Okay, maybe we'll do another winner's choice, a little more winner's choice around. And then and then Saturday again. And there's still some more last 17s, some rare figures coming up, along with just some really good other ones. Thank you guys so much. You are all awesome. All right. Thank you for supporting me on this journey. We will see you guys in the next one. I'm going to raid somebody. I don't know who's on right now. Let's take a look. Big Daddy's on. Let's raid Big Daddy. All right. So let's raid Big Daddy, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Until next time, may the Force and the toys